Hey guys, got to jump on here really quick. I just received a birth story from a couple that I was able to coach this spring, and it's a pretty amazing story. So basically, super short labor, the shortest labor I've ever heard about from any of my clients, and one of the shortest labors that was unmedicated that I've actually probably ever heard of. So let me just walk you through. I'll be quick, but I'd love to hear from you on, did you have a short labor? Have you heard of super short labors, especially with unmedicated? Okay, so the mother started having contractions 7:30 p.m. In early April, and they were waiting for the signal of 411. This is what I teach on when to go to the hospital. So 411 meaning contractions are about 4 minutes apart. They're about 1 minute long, and they've been that way for about 1 hour. And that's typically when my couples will start going to the hospital or the birth center or whatnot. So they never reached 411. And I do teach this, that we look for these benchmarks, but it doesn't always happen textbook style. So we have to be ready to roll. Okay. We have to be ready to call an audible here and then. So they said it never happened. They were always around 35 to 47 seconds apart, and they were, or seconds long, and they were about 5 minutes apart. So they were kind of getting there, but not quite there. Plus, it was still so early because I usually see couples go into labor and then labor for about 24 hours before they reach that 411 part. So we're used to waiting around at home and not going to the hospital too early. Dad reports that then they jumped to 2 minutes apart, but still not a minute long. So they called their healthcare provider, they called the doc just to see what was going on, just to kind of let them know. Doctor said, let's go ahead and come on in and get checked. Probably to see if she's dilating, how's it going, things like that. So they get into the car. They're about 15 minutes away from the birth center. And Dad remembered to drive very carefully. He said he ran a stoplight. So don't recommend that, of course. But they got to the birth center 11:15. So think about this. So from about 7:30 p.m. to 11:15 p.m. This is almost never seen in my clients. Okay. So this is an exception. So they get to the birth center, and guess what? She's 10 centimeters dilated. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, less than 4 hours of labor. She's 10 centimeters dilated. Now, mom was probably walking around 3, 4, 5 centimeters dilated, maybe not even knowing this for the last maybe week or so. Um, so they go in, and the mom requested a bathtub or nursing or a labor tub so that she could kind of alleviate some of the pressure. Nurses, they laughed and they said she's kind of past that stage. After about an hour and some pushing, baby made its way at 1 o'clock in the morning. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. So that's 6 hours or so of labor. So it's not unheard of to see these short labors, and it can happen with unmedicated. But I was just so floored. I know that they were able to push, have a completely unmedicated birth, and and the baby is super cute and adorable. Mom's doing great, baby's doing great, and now baby's about 3 months old or so. So just want to shout that out because it's a little bit out of the box, but my couples understand that, hey, we look for certain benchmarks, but we also know that things can go a little faster, a little slower, and we roll with it. And of course, we keep good communication with our healthcare providers. We stay relaxed and we stay positive, of course. And then we call audibles if we have to. Okay. So they did great. I'm super proud of them. And you can do it too. All right. So thanks for listening, and tell me about your stories. Do you have anything that might be out of the ordinary that you've heard, especially when it comes to unmedicated childbirth, when it comes to you? So thanks again. See you later.